individual player $7 to $9 million?
So I assume I'm allowed to answer this question, yes? Well, all the media people are saying yes. So I can tell you this, it is, and I've been in this business for a long time, but at Kentucky it's just different. It's just different. The amount of information that is, and I think part of the problem too is that I'm gonna get myself in trouble, but whatever. This is how we live. I think part of the reason is there's been such blurred lines between all media. I don't think anybody differentiates between social media with someone in their underwear in their basement that has nothing to do versus, like, you know, the most noted journalist in the world with unbelievable ethics. I think that it all blurs together, and then we just start reporting what everybody else is reporting, whether it has any validity or not. And so, like I said, on a daily basis, literally a daily basis. In fact, I had this experience with Mitch. So Mitch walked in my office 2 days ago, and you know, I'm right now we're so dug in that I'm not really spending a lot of time on reporting, and had a couple stories where I was just I was dumbfounded and befuddled by what was out there and what was being said and what was being supported. And then I just was like, well, that's actually the same type of stuff that was said last week and the week before and the week before and the week before. To BBN, I would just say, please don't believe anything you read about anything, because if I was going to tell you the percent of stuff that was actually reported accurately, it'd probably be in the 5 percentile. It's just an interesting time in the world. And that just is what it is. But there's craziness swirling around, but that's the circus that comes with Kentucky. Like, that's all part of what makes Kentucky so great. What makes it different than everyone else is that if anybody wants clicks, they could just say any crazy thing or write any crazy thing or click anything crazy thing about Kentucky, and they're going to get clicks and they're going to get likes and they're going to get controversy. And it's the way that we elevate our stature in the media, unfortunately. I'm not talking about, it's a broad brush. I'm not talking about every media member, but or social media member, which is, you know, really not a media member at all. But there's nobody more surprised about what the head coach at Kentucky has done than the head coach at Kentucky. I'm shocked by it every single day.
Just to circle back here, I think you kind of hinted at it, but just to clarify, would you say that that was an inaccurate depiction of the numbers 7 and 9?
Well, I'm going to try not to, like, because, you know, once the trick, you guys are smart. You know, once you get me comedy experience, then it becomes it makes the story bigger. And so I actually don't want to. I would like not to take in all of, guys. We could go down a list of, you know, I mean, we could go down a list of the plane crash that Leanne was in, and we could go down a list of all the NIL stuff, and we go down a list of me being in the hospital a month ago, and we go down the whole list of all the stuff. You know, but it's a. I know that you guys have to come out of here with a headline, and I'm not going to give it to you. But I would appreciate it if there was some segment of the media that was like, hey, you know what? Let's actually search for, like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying not to make a commentary on it, but this is all part of the strategy that my team's not a part of. So we'll try and embrace the circus nature of this and count on some responsible media member somewhere to actually kind of dig in and find out